Welcome, friends. Retro Commodore Space Magic here with the classic Ms. Pacman. It's a Pacman game, in case you couldn't figure that one out. What we will find out soon is if I have the joystick in the right port, and I do not, but now I do. So that's magic. One of the things I always liked most about Ms. Pacman, more than the other Pacman games, was the cutscenes between levels. After playing Ms. Pacman and getting used to having the little cutscenes, the little animations, which at the time, at least on the Commodore 64, when this game came out, cutscenes and animations weren't very common. I thought they were really cool. And it kind of made Pacman, regular Pacman, seem a little plain to me. So I always preferred Ms. Pacman. Let's just eat up all them dots, get all those delicious points, and see how far we can get. I know people that are really familiar with the Pacman games in general will know the behavior of all the different colors of ghosts and know their names and how they should maneuver their Pacman, their Ms. Pacman in response to which ghosts are chasing them. But I'm not one of those people. I've never taken the time or research to figure out how all the different ghosties move. I just play the game. Give me that strawberry. Oh, that's delicious. That's not delicious. No, sir. We're going to have to give this one another try. I remember when they used to have Ms. Pacman available as those table arcade games. You know, the arcade games that looked like a table with chairs on either side and often joysticks or trackballs for controls, and you would sit down at the arcade game and the screen would be flat on top of the table, like a table, and you would play it that way. I always thought that style of machine was interesting. And it seems like when I saw those sorts of table arcade games, whatever their proper name is, they were almost always Ms. Pacman machines. Of course, if you're building an arcade cabinet yourself and you want a trackball for it, you can always get one of those Logitech trackball mice. I've seen those recently. They're not too expensive. And there are some arcade games which originally came out with trackball controls and then later on released a new version with a joystick. Maybe it was less expensive to do, where the gameplay had even been tweaked or modified a little bit to work better with a joystick after the update. Okay, here's the first cutscene. The Pacman games inspired so many different games, not just the Pacman sequels and the different Pacman styles, but other games that are very much like Pacman. I don't know if people are still making Pac-Man inspired games now. I think the most recent Pac-Man games I saw weren't like traditional Pac-Man at all. They were like 3D platformers. Now, if I remember correctly, the cutscenes are every 2 levels, so if I beat this level, we should get the next cutscene. I think that's the way it works. Oh well. So there's some Miss Pac-Man on the Commodore 64. A good Pac-Man challenge, a good Pac-Man game with some extra updated features like different levels, different maps, cutscenes, that sort of fun stuff. Always fun to check it out if you're a Pac-Man fan. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, upvote, all those good and wonderful things, and tune in again next time for more retro fun.